This is a disaster. No, you told me I'd be able to see through. I cannot see through it. So, we're not gonna do it. Now I don't have my makeup on. And I'm certainly not gonna try to keep up that stupid, like, lazy eye thing. I'm not doing it. So, let's just go. All right. Rolling. All right. Welcome to Thought Experiment. I'm your host, Greg Myhre. Behind the camera, a couple of lying jackholes. The topic for today's thought experiment is the paranormal. You know, ghosts and shit. Why the paranormal? Well, because that's the one that everybody thinks they have an experience with, but nobody has any proof. Let me take that back. Nobody has any goddamn proof. And I think I know why that is, by the way, but I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video. Ooh, okay. Sorry, guys.
Everybody be cool. You
just needed a moment.
Be cool.
All right, so, what are they? Three main possibilities. One, they're all hoaxes. This is the one time that I may be able to agree with that, but let's get Theorious about it for a few minutes. We'll work it out together. Two, it's interdimensional shit. Possible, but that might be another Let's Get Theorious video, if you know what I'm saying. Shameless plug. And three is, that they're dead people haunting this world.
I see dead people.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I want to give you a little context first. There are some things that we know. What do we know? We have some credible accounts. For instance, like I said, to give you context, I can show you a video. If we could, throw that little mofo up there. And by the way, in my last video, I talked about videos being vetted for credibility. I think this one's legit. So just let me know when I'm going backwards in a taxi. Now? Okay, going backwards to taxi now. And as I'm going backwards in the taxi, you're going to see a woman on your left. I don't know which one it's gonna be. But anyways, you're gonna see the woman. It's a cab cam. The cam driver's gonna pull over. The door opens. The door closes. He probably asks like, hey, where are you going? Turns around, nobody's there! Shit his pants! His pants are shitted! And he's running around the car, and I believe him. I believe him, and you should believe him, because I bet that was terrifying, and that is terrible. So if that was a ghost, right? Oh, and by the way, that story is actually, I wasn't even gonna say this, is corroborated by the fact that in that area, it was in Japan, some city, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it was in Japan, and it was a tsunami, right? And this whole city that I can't pronounce got wiped out. And all the what are those, suburbs, cabbies were picking up fares that were saying to them, hey, take me to whatever this city is that I couldn't pronounce. And he was like, are you sure there was just a tsunami there? And they would say, did I die? And then the cabbies would turn around and there would be nobody in the cab. That happened hundreds of times, like hundreds of times to hundreds of different cabbies in these suburbs when that tsunami was happening. So, I mean, again, that to me lends it a lot of credibility. But if they're ghosts, why are they here? For this, I think there are two main reasons. One, they're trapped here, so it's like hell or purgatory. Oh my God, that would be so bad for them and us. That would be so bad. I hope that's not it. Anyways, the second one would be that they're staying here under their own volition, and I mean, why would they do that, right? I mean, I don't know. Unfinished business, they just revenge. They don't want to move on. They are afraid of the unknown. It's easier when it's familiar. A bunch of shit. What don't we know though is the most frustrating thing ever. What we don't know is what's fake. And with this one, what's fake is almost all of them. I don't know what it's like 10-1 with the other videos that I've done. Go back and watch them. Shameless plug. But yeah, it's like 10-1. Like there's so many fake videos of this. And the other thing that's hard about it is we don't know if people are crazy and just seeing normal shit and saying that it's paranormal. I mean, like, for instance, you know, with them being fake, I think that's why they're everywhere. And remember earlier I said that I was going to tell you later in the video why I thought that was. That's why. Because people are crazy and people fake things. But the people are crazy part, I mean, you really have to, you know, consider the source that these are coming from. I mean, you know, maybe they really believe that they experienced this phenomenon and it was car headlights. I mean, how do you get from them whether or not it's real? Like if somebody really believes it, I don't mean like they think it's real, they believe that it's real and they're telling, they could pass a lie detector test and, you know, you wouldn't frickin' know. So that's why I'm saying that I think that that it's everywhere. And I mean, you know, you gotta really look into the person. I mean, this person might have experienced a phenomenon called loneliness and they just want attention. So, I mean, it's just something that you have to kind of figure out as you go. And with that being said, I want to show you a video of something that I don't think is legit. Sorry. I don't think it's legit. And with all of that being said, my theory. You must start believing in ghosts. My theory is, I do believe that they're real. I really do. Now, whether it's dimensional shit or a combination of a bunch of things, I think for the most part, it is human beings that are passing on to another plane of existence that just haven't moved on yet, for whatever reason. I think that that is the only way that you can explain benevolent spirits, like nice spirits, because for every bad spirit that sticks around to get revenge or what have you, you have a nice spirit that sticks around to, you know, see their grandparents one last time, or say bye to their, you know, their loved ones, or, you know, spend a little bit more time with their spouse. You heartless dicks. But I think that eventually all of them do just pass on naturally. And that brings me to the last part of my theory, which is very important, because when I was researching this, I was shitting my pants. It scared the bejesus out of me. It scared the C-Jesus out of me. It scared the EDFG-Jesus out of me. Seriously, this was so hard to get through. So part of my theory is this. I don't believe that you will personally run into a malevolent or bad evil spirit unless you do something to somebody that after they die they want revenge, in which case, what did you do? Look inward. Or two, you are asking for a presence like that to be in your life, like Ouija boards or seances, which we could also do in another episode. Pow! But all I'm saying is, don't ask for that shit, and you should be okay. Use your brain on that. Am I going to keep saying that? Because I don't know. It feels monotonous. It's only been like 3 episodes, but all right, cut. Guys, I am serious when I say to you, I am glad to be done with this one. I don't mess with this shit. I'm not kidding you. This scared the crap out of me, and I'm so happy to be done. I'm gonna go home and sage my life.